element of all this mixed together, and then the channel brain that understands how individual marketing channels need to be addressed. Executing in TikTok is very different from executing in YouTube, is very different from executing in, say, Instagram. So these four AI services together is really what drives the sort of the center of WPP's AI strategy now. And what's key to understand here is that this is not about personally identifiable information. Especially for the audience brain, we don't care who people are. We care to create effectively synthetic panels of how we think an audience, it can be a target group, a segment, even a kind of a country, will respond to a certain message or product. And all of this can be simulated using AI. So to bring this to life, I want to show you a quick video of some work we did over the summer last year. It's a little bit out of date now, but it'll drive the concept home of what it means to build a brand brain and what a brand brain can do. Because you might be sitting here thinking to yourself, well, there's all this kind of foundational model technology out there. Why do they need to build anything new, right? The key challenge, though, is that in marketing, it's not good enough to make plausible content or good content, right? So text to image, oh, that looks like a car in the desert. But is it the actual car that you're selling? The specs have to be perfect. The colors have to be correct. The body shape has to be perfect. Same thing with products, consumer product goods, etc. So the first challenge is the content on brand, and does it represent the product 100% accurately? The second question is, does it speak to the audience? The third question is it right for the channel? And the fourth question is, will it work? Will it actually perform? So it's not good enough that we use generative AI tools that make content that looks functionally plausible. We have to know all those four other things as well and build systems to deliver that. Let me play you this film and explain the concept in a bit more detail.
An AI brain combines the capabilities of large language models, LLMs, plus tools, and uses deep learning techniques and large data sets to understand, summarize, generate, and predict new content. We built the first iteration of a brand brain for Milka by feeding it with data from the brand foundations, the brand visual guidelines, the Tender Guidelines product bible, and the Milka Christmas toolkit. Digesting this information has given the brain an ability to speak on behalf of the brand. So we asked the brain a few questions. What is Milka's brand purpose? What are the distinctive assets for Milka? What is Milka's tenderness? Can we give Lila an active role in our stories? In comparison to the generic answers provided by ChatGPT, our brand brain demonstrated its knowledge by being very specific with its responses and helping the user with accurate and actionable information. We also tested the brain by asking it tricky questions like, is the message, crunchy tastes tender, right for Milka? The brain did not just validate that the message is not right for Milka, but also went on to provide a recommendation. The Milka brand brain is also being trained to create images. To do this, we upload existing brand images and ask the brain to analyze them. The brain learns the details of each asset by describing it with language, which can then be converted into a text prompt. Over time, it stores a wealth of these text prompts that can then be used as inspiration to generate new brand visuals in the future. After the initial training period, the Milka brand brain already has the ability to generate on-brand images that are relevant to the target audience. Unlike other generative AI applications that only create generic content, our brain has the capability to generate human-centric images, compile headlines and images together, and create social posts that are targeted and personalized, all with full ability for the user to interact with the output and to make changes until the desired result is achieved. The training of the brain is a continuous learning process. As its knowledge base increases, the brain gets more and more capable.